And that was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. Welcome, everyone, to... Well, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how, after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Austin Reeves out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center position. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's Doncic. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. The three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Here's Addison. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Pass to Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Not just a jump shooter, Reeves is also skilled at converting in close.
Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Warriors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Bulls, they've been fighting through some things, pushing to find answers. But they do remain a dangerous team that others probably still fear playing.
Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Here's Addison. And the Bulls with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Over Buzelis. Vanderbilt misses. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Puts up a deep 3. Addison, no good. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Great find by Bron using his basketball IQ. If you don't understand how smart he is, just ask him.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Addison. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. The Lakers with the ball. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Nuggets put on a show. He finished with 57 points, and he was so productive offensively, he wound up setting a new season high for himself in scoring. A performance like that makes you hungry for more. We're looking to follow that up tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And here's James outside. And it's White with the rebound. Chicago's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Addison. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. Here's Doncic. Last game out, he had 40 points. Pass to Hayes. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. There's a good screen. And here's James outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Big Daddy. Doncic, no good. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Lakers trail by 5. To end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Doncic has got 8.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Addison, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
The Bulls leading by 3. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Drills the three-pointer. 15 points in the game.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's Addison. Another 3 for Chicago.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's Chicago heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap. Welcome back, everyone. Chicago ends up going with the new group. And then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. James comes in for Austin Reeves. And Doncic is subbed in for Vincent. The Bulls leading by 16. They've got Vucevic. Buzelis out there with ball. And it's Kobe White. And it's Addison in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Lakers trail by 18. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Ball. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 16. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Addison, no good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's Chicago leading by 17. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment.
Howdy, folk.
We're in the home stretch. I don't know if I call these guys rookies now.
Yeah, we have some pressure-filled games coming up. In addition to everything else, we'll see who has that clutch gene. And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Bulls.
Execution.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
And what a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Buries it from three-point range.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Right wing. Buzelis, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Buzelis has got 10.
Buzelis showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. The Bulls making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. A look at Chicago. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
Seeing where Chicago is, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Here's Addison, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Doncic looking it over. Trying his luck from deep. Vanderbilt misses.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Takes it inside. Got it. Top of the key, too, from Big Daddy. That's now 32 points for Big Daddy. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Hayes. James with it. 8 feet away. Collins grabs the miss.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Addison with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The 3 for Doncic. The three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 24.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
Here's Addison. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. James finds Doncic. Down low. It's stolen by Buzelis. Here's Addison. Vanderbilt defending. Good work there as it goes. Addison's got 13 points in just this quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Reeves outside. The three-pointer, no good. Bulls have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Addison, no good. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And here are the Bulls now. They're on an 18-5 run here. Sinks the three-pointer. Addison's got 39.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Hayes with the screen for Reeves. Kicks it out to LeBron. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. Vanderbilt a screen on Herter. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Here's Addison. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're running, which is good, okay? We've got to pay attention right now, okay, and what we're doing coming out of timeouts.
Pushing the action, fast pace. The Bulls with some changes. Vucevic checked in for Williams. Big Daddy comes in for Dosunmu. And Jones subbed in for Talen Horton-Tucker. And then for Los Angeles, Hayes, he's checked in for Hachimura. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Vincent.
You got to finish strong whenever you can. Reeves does not waste that opportunity.
Here's Addison. The offensive rebound. Vucevic. And the basket is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Doncic kicks to Vanderbilt. LeBron outside. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been.
Great win tonight, MP.
See ya, MP.